We have never seen this before. We have never seen a Dodger team quite like this one, and they are definitely making history as the playoffs go along. And I'm here to tell you all about it. Also, one of our star players recently angered a legendary broadcaster. He had some special words to say about one of our players. I'm here to tell you about that as well. Hey, this is Mike Nelson of Dodgers Digest. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I want to thank the almost 12% of the ones that are watching these videos who have already hit that subscribe button, but 88% of you have not hit that subscribe button yet. We are now getting thousands of you watching these videos. We want to make sure you subscribe if you're in the 88%. Myself and Brad J are bringing you everyday Dodger content. Of course, as the Dodgers are rolling their way to the World Series now, just 2 wins away. So hopefully we're going to be covering this team as they win the National League pennant, which is the goal, and then talk about this team as they play in the World Series and beyond. These videos are going to be coming your way all off season long, everyday Dodger content. You don't want to miss out. We're the best Dodger channel out there, so please subscribe to the channel, help out a couple Dodger fans. Let's get right into it. Of course, the Dodgers have had a huge win today. They absolutely crushed the Mets today. An 8-0 commanding win to take a 2-1 series lead in the NLCS. The Dodgers are 2 wins away. That's right, 2 wins away from winning the National League pennant for the first time in a regular 162-game format since 2018. That would be 6 years. Of course, if you want to count the bubble year, you're going to go 4 years back when the Dodgers were last National League pennant champions. Of course, a very strange year when it was only 60 games. But if you want to go by the regular numbers, like I know a lot of you fans out there are going by, it was 2018, 6 years ago, and it's been a while, right? It's been a while since the Dodgers are playing the World Series, and they are getting closer with a huge 8-0 win. We have never seen a team quite like this. Think about it. The Dodgers have now won their last four wins in the playoffs have been shutouts. When is the last time? You tell me. The last time, comment below if you remember. The last time, if it's ever happened, the last time a Dodger team in the playoffs, not in the regular season, in the playoffs, wins 4 straight games via shutout. I don't remember, at least not in my lifetime, it hasn't happened. Think about it. The Dodgers shut out the Mets today. They shut out the Mets in Game 1 of the NLCS. And then, of course, the Dodgers shut out the Padres in Game 5 and Game 4 of the NLDS. Their last 4 wins in the playoffs have been a shutout. Absolutely extraordinary what this Dodger pitching is doing. It's absolutely historic what this team is doing, and that's why we have never seen this before. At least I've never seen this before from any baseball team, especially the Dodgers, the way they're pitching as a team, the way the bullpen has come together. When is the last time the bullpen has really given up a run in a closed situation, in a relief situation, right? Because think about it. The Dodgers gave up runs in of course, Game 2 of the NLCS early in the game with, of course, in the first and second inning. But after that, the Dodgers gave up, of course, 1 run late. But there really wasn't a lot there, right? There wasn't a lot there that the Mets scored on. You look at the 2 wins against San Diego. The Dodgers, of course, the last 2 wins of that series, the Dodgers didn't give up any runs. And now this series, their first 2 games haven't given up any runs as well. So the pitching has been absolutely extraordinary. And today it was all about Walker Buehler. Walker Buehler absolutely stepped up today. Look at these numbers. 4 innings pitched, only gave up 3 hits. But what was really great to see were the 6 strikeouts. And come on, those strikeouts with the bases loaded in the second inning. I mean, the Dodgers, think about it. The Mets had the bases loaded with 1 out. It could have been a disastrous inning for the Dodgers. What did Walker Buehler do? He struck out the next 2 batters to get out of that jam, including striking out Francisco Lindor, one of the top players in Major League Baseball in 2024 and one of the top players in the 2024 MLB playoffs. He struck him out in a absolutely awesome fashion. I can't even talk. But anyway, Walker Buehler was absolutely amazing today. This is one of the best starts we've ever seen from him. He's played his entire career with the Dodgers, luckily, and this has been probably one of my favorite starts for sure because he definitely ran into trouble today. He definitely ran into trouble. The third inning as well, but he was able to get through it. There was even a couple instances where he almost gave up the long ball, but he was able to get through it and not make another bad pitch on the next batter. That's what you got to do. You make a bad pitch, the next batter, you try to improve upon that and not make the same mistakes, and that's what Walker Buehler did today. Didn't make the same mistake twice. Didn't really, he didn't pitch a perfect game. There was mistakes, but he was able to get through those mistakes and pitch through the jams, which is what New York Mets pitcher Severino didn't do today, right? He didn't do that today. That's why the Dodgers were able to take advantage, off of his pitching, because he was not able to, of course, get through those jams. Made a huge mistake there that led to a run from the Dodgers early in this game. The Dodgers took advantage. The Dodgers were facing the Mets' best pitcher today, and the Dodgers won easy. So the Mets are in absolutely big trouble. Comment below if you think the same. I think the Mets are in trouble. The Dodgers got them where they want them. The Dodgers can't make the same mistake San Diego made in the last series, which was not go for the throat and win, because now the Dodgers got to win now. This is when the Dodgers got to take advantage of the momentum. They really have to, because there's a lot of momentum after this start from Walker Buehler. There has to be a lot of momentum. Walker Buehler absolutely stepped up. It was great to see him, as you see in that picture there, just the passion from Walker. And this is the opportunity the Dodgers got to really capitalize on this momentum, win tomorrow, take a 3-1 lead, and really start thinking about going to the World Series and winning the National League pennant. Because if the Dodgers don't win the next couple games, with Yamamoto and Flaherty going out there, the Dodgers are going to be putting out a lot to try to win the next two games. They're going to be putting out arguably their two best pitchers to try and go out and win. If they don't win these games, there isn't a lot there. There isn't a lot left in games 6 and 7. You don't want, you just can't. You don't want to put yourself in that situation, right? Walker Buehler pitched today in game 3. Imagine if this goes, 7 games. That's on Monday. Walker Buehler is going to have to pitch on 4 days rest. I don't even want to think about that, but that's what the Dodgers would be setting themselves up for if they go 7 games. And I really think the Dodgers don't want to do that. They don't want to have that situation. They want to try to win. It's today. Today, of course, is Wednesday. Game 7 would be on Monday. So that would be 4 days. You don't want to do that. So Dodgers got to try to win this in 5 or 6 games, and they have the chance to do that. It's going to be tough to win both games in New York, game 4 and 5. It's going to be tough, right? Hopefully the Dodgers get at least one to take a 3-2 lead back home and close it out in game 6. Sunday is when the Dodgers hopefully can close it out and go to the World Series, clinch the National League pennant on Sunday night. That's the goal. Maybe Friday afternoon, but hopefully for sure by Sunday this team is cracking the champagne and going to the World Series. And another hero tonight you got to talk about is Kike Hernandez, once again getting a big 2-run homer. This guy continues to just step up. He is our Mr. October. What a beast. Wow. It's just great to see him continuing to put up memorable playoff moments. The guy is just so fun to watch in the playoffs. He's fun to watch all year long. I'm so happy he's wearing Dodger blue and hitting home runs for the Dodgers again in the playoffs, like he's done so many times in his career, with the Dodgers. And he was a big hero in Game 5 of the NLDS, and today a big hero hitting that 2-run shot to give the Dodgers at that time a 4-0 lead. Ohtani got a 3-run shot to make it 7-0. And, of course, Max Muncy, Funky Muncy, got the 8th run with a big home run. The guy is swinging the bat really well right now to make it 8-0. And, yeah, just come on. This is the best offense we've ever seen from the Dodgers. And, like I started out the video, I wanted to talk a little bit about, a legendary broadcaster, Michael Kay from the Yankees. You guys might know him. He recently spoke about Kike Hernandez, the planned F-bomb on live TV. It was disgraceful. He said Major League Baseball should have issued a huge, huge fine. Come on, man. You're from New York. If you go to New York, basically everybody is using, they're saying F this, F that, like in every sentence. Come on. You're from New York. Come on. And anyway, I think it was an awesome moment. I think it was a historic, not a historic, but I think it was a cool moment for Dodger fans, for Kike Hernandez to just show that raw energy at the end of the game. I want to see that more in sports. I want to see more uncensored, moments like that. I mean, I think it was great. I don't think Major League Baseball should fine him in any way. And I believe he apologized. I guess there was kids watching, whatever. But I think it was a funny moment, a good moment, and like I talked about on the show, the Dodgers don't give an F, and Kike definitely doesn't give a fuck because he once again hit a 2-run shot. And yeah, just great. What an awesome moment. Let's go Dodgers, and make sure to subscribe.